So Adi Boom drops kind of like a snitch freestyle. He's basically going in on the battle rap community. You know, he's basically talking about, you know, he ain't a snitch, this, that, and the third. Bloggers just talking, trying to get clout. And he has a line in which he's saying that GOODZ has kept it tall with him like this whole time, you know, like he's a real one, this and that. So I want to ask you this question, GOODZ, because I know most people in the battle rap community are probably wondering what's going on. How's he able to use your name in a situation like this, especially after everybody's kind of blacklisted him and blackballed him from the battle rap community? He put your name in it. So GOODZ, I don't know if you're going to end up doing an interview on Hip Hop Is Real, maybe your own platform, your own channel, 15 Minutes of Fame. Maybe they'll end up asking you now that I'm putting this out there. This is in no way meant to disrespect GOODZ, but I am curious, what is the deal between you and Adi Boom? Y'all were real close. He's at your crib, you know, and y'all, you know, end up rocking together, and he's saying that you cool with all this. So I'm curious about that. Another thing I want to talk about, Cortez. This is a question that I want to ask everybody in the battle rap community. I'm being serious with this. Are we done with Cortez? And the only reason why I'm saying this is because I see every once in a while Cortez steps back in the battle rap. He tries to get it shaken, but people just are not receptive to him. It doesn't matter who he battles. He battled T-Top. Nobody cared about the battle. I watched it again, and it looked like Cortez actually beat T-Top in that battle. Nobody cared about the battle. Supposedly, he's got a contract that's with the URL, and this prevented him from battling 40 Cal or battling over there on Rare Breed Entertainment. The round that he had for 40 Cal, even though it doesn't matter how dope the round was, you still lost because you didn't put the round on Rare Breed Entertainment like you were supposed to. It took you a while to respond to it, and this is a way of you circumventing the process so that you're not pissing URL off and breaking like contractual agreements, but you're still able to put the round out. You know, I think it's dope that you put the round out, but it was a little bit too late. It's kind of just like, you know, Show Off trying to put a round out to Head Ice, you know, after, you know, the fact that Head Ice put out that round. So I do want to say, even though Cortez did a good job in the round against him in 40 Cal, nobody cared about it. You could see it to where when Cortez put out that round, it was like 506 views. This is a battle rapper, y'all. 506 views, nobody watched it until people started to talk about it and put pressure on people to kind of watch it, or at least talk about the round that Cortez put out. This led people to go and watch the video. So then he started to get thousands of views off of that. So I'm curious to know whether or not Cortez is starting to grow on the new audiences, you know, and I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I don't think you've been able to cross over, and I feel like that's an issue. That's a big issue. And I think one of the biggest reasons why Cortez is in this situation, some people would say total slaughter, some people would just say the business decisions, him getting vaulted, this, that, and the third. I think a lot of this is contributed to Sue Surf. I think he drug your name in the media for so long, nobody really respects you anymore. You know, that's crazy. You know, if you look at Cortez's resume, you know, we could just go down the list, even the bodies that he had, you know, or people he made look crazy like in the ring. When you go down his resume, Cortez has battled some of the greatest battle rappers that we've ever known. You know, he's had some of the dopest material in some of the rounds. Now, is it an entertainment factor? Now, when it comes to rapping, Cortez can rap. He's one of the best rappers out there. Like him versus Shotgun Suge, I watched that battle. He out-rapped Shotgun Suge easily. Although Shotgun Suge, you were kind of cringy to me. You know, when you look at, you know, you all of a sudden, you know, you went from having this great streak to now everybody's beating you in battle rap. You lost to Jerry West. That was clear. You're getting on the phone. You're choking. You're stumbling. What is going on with Shotgun Suge? I don't know what's going on with him. I still like his delivery. I still like, you know, some of the things that he talks about. But in battle rap, Suge is kind of falling off, bro. You know, and I hate to say it, but you are. And with that round that you have for Cortez, a lot of it was geared towards Jerry West. So it's kind of just like, what are you doing? Are you just trying to get through the round? Do you not care about the sport anymore? Are you too focused on your music? Is it just like, you know, you got a deal going on or a contract going on to where you just have to have X amount of battles and you're promised battles? This is why you don't have to care anymore. What is going on to where Shotgun Suge isn't trying. I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? Even though we got off subject with that, I think that needs to be fixed. I think Shotgun Suge may need to go back to the drawing board, or maybe address the fans and tell the fans what it is. You know, are you just not interested in the sport anymore? For somebody to have Shaquille O'Neal and people like that and, you know, entertainment saying that you are in their top 5, why are you not taking it seriously? It makes absolutely no sense. Maybe you feel like the work that you had before is going to speak for itself. I don't know, Shotgun Suge. You know, I can't make excuses for it right now. When you get booked to perform or you get booked to battle somebody, you need to show up in this battle and be your best. You know, and we haven't been getting that from you, you know. So I don't know what's going on, but maybe you will end up fixing that up, you know. But I seen the battle, and then, you know, you and Cortez, it was a clear battle. I think Cortez got you easily. But even though he did, nobody cares. Doesn't matter the performance, doesn't matter who he battles, nobody cares, you know. And that's it. If I'm a battle rapper and I get to that point in battle rap to where nobody cares, and I'm just like there, you know, I think I would probably end up doing something else. When it comes to music, Cortez has some of the best music that comes out from battle rappers. I think he has some of the best music, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just he's not being marketed right. Maybe URL's not taking advantage of, you know, maybe trying to market to Puerto Ricans. I don't know what the heck is going on, bro. But for some reason, people are not interested in Cortez. And this is a question that I'm asking y'all, and I want to see the comments down below to tell me what is going on and why y'all are not receptive to Cortez. Another thing I want to talk about, Hollow Da Don put out a post, and in this post, he's basically saying that he's taking on bets. He found out Sue Surf and Loaded Lux is going to be in a small room. It's not going to be a big stage battle. Me personally, I don't know whether or not this is true or not. Hopefully, Sue Surf will end up coming out, you know, and talking about this, or maybe Loaded Lux or Smack White or somebody will end up talking about this, where this battle is going to take place, and whether or not it's going to be a big battle or a small battle. Now, what they were saying on the URLs, this was going to be one of the first, you know, events of 2020. And now we're like, you know, approaching May, and they still haven't done the battle between Loaded Lux and Sue Surf. Obviously, we got the coronavirus situation, you know, it's kind of messing up New York. A lot of, you know, businesses as a whole are shut down. A lot of venues are shutting down. Some places are only allowing 10 people at a time to go in, you know, so we're not going to expect now, you know, Sue Surf versus Loaded Lux to go down, but you guys had all of this time to have this battle go down, and everything else happened except for this battle. But right now, Hollow Da Don is basically saying this is going to be a small room battle, and Surf and Lux are going to have to get it in a small room. So I don't know, you know, so hopefully somebody can come out and talk about this, because I feel like if this is a small room battle, I think Sue Surf is going to have a terrible time in a small room with Loaded Lux. My personal opinion, when you look at Surf and you look at his small room performances, when you go all the way back, you look at him versus Big T, you look at those performances, I don't think Surf does well in small rooms. You know, he's more of a big stage battler. When you really have to pay attention to what Surf is saying, he ain't really saying much. You know what I mean? And this is no diss to Surf, but it just is real. You know, he's not. I think, you know, a lot of the theatrics on the big stage help him out. Now, Surf is, you know, he's somebody that you want to watch. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of the battle rappers that garner up a lot of attention for a reason. Like, he knows what he's doing in the ring. But in a small room, I think Lux is going to probably end up ending your career. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is on that. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, it's a good battle if it is in a small room. But for right now, Hollow Da Don is basically saying this is supposed to take place in a small room. And right now in battle rap, there ain't a lot of secrets. You know what I mean? Like, people are ended up telling people who their next opponents are going to be. Like, you're starting to see a lot of this on Twitter. So, you know, if that's true, maybe they'll end up saying something about it. One thing I do think is interesting, and I don't think many people really talked about this, you got a battle between Loaded Lux and Sue Surf. This is a big, a huge event supposed to happen. right? You know, two big battle rappers right now, you know, that get a lot of attention that people tend to follow. Neither one of them are really marketing the battle. You see Sue Surf, he's basically on Instagram and he's talking about everything else except the battle. Maybe he's already locked in with the Loaded Lux battle and he feels like he's already done. There's no need to promote. Maybe he's not going to get any extra money. Same thing with Loaded Lux, you know. But when you got a battle that's this big and you're going up against somebody that's arguably one of the greatest of all time, why not try to market that? You know, so I don't know. Maybe the contracts are not specifying what's marketing and what's not. You know what I mean? Like maybe that press conference that they had was all the obligation that they had with marketing, and they don't want to put themselves out there more to go against each other. You know what I mean? So it is what it is on that. But I find it very strange that a battle between Sue Surf and Loaded Lux still hasn't happened, and we're moving into May. You know, there's a lot of things that hasn't happened. You know, people don't know who the URL has for like their battler of the year. You know what I mean? And it's no disrespect, you know, to Black or nothing like this. Trust me, I'm not dissing you or nothing like that, but you are like URL. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But you guys haven't put out like who you believe that your battler of the year is, and people have donated money. So it's kind of just like, what is the situation? What is the holdup? Other than the coronavirus, before that even happened, you know, you guys haven't put it out. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. Maybe URL, maybe people will start talking about that in the future. But for right now, it seems like there's a huge delay of a lot of things that's been going on in 2020. You are supposed to go on in 2020. So I'm curious. I'm curious about what y'all think about all this. Do you feel that the battle rap community is now tired of Cortez? Do you feel like they don't want to see him no more? Or you feel like he just isn't crossing over to the general public? What is going on? But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. And another thing, like seriously, GOODZ, what are you going to do with Adi Boom claiming that you and him are still cool? You know, and you are one of these people out here that guard your reputation with your life, you know, and he's out here snitching, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, Adi BRASCO and all this, you know what I mean? And he's saying that y'all are cool. That's a huge blow right there if you're a street person and you got somebody that obviously ain't really all that street, you know what I mean, is out here saying that you cool with him. So I'm curious about what GOODZ thinks about all this. This is not a disrespectful blog to GOODZ. It's not, you know, I'm just curious about all that. And if I were you, Adi Boom, to be all the way real with you, obviously me and you don't like each other, but to be real with you, you know, if I was managing you or something like that, I would say, instead of making songs about, you know, dissing media or people in the battle rap community and this and that and the third, you probably need to try to do interviews, go on some of these people's platforms, talk to them and give them your side of the story, and maybe see if you can maybe logically like work through what's been going on. Because I don't think there's any way you can logically say I didn't give a statement, you know, and you did give a statement, you know, that's kind of clear. But, you know, you trying to say you didn't testify. Nobody cares about the testifying aspect because we know you didn't testify. You said enough in a statement as to where, you know, it's a situation where some people got a lot of time and you ended up not getting a lot of time, you know. So Adi Boom, maybe you're going to clear this up. But for right now, I feel like in battle rap, you're pretty much done, you know, until you can figure out that situation and clear it up. And Ines, I know you're supposed to be battling Adi Boom soon, but you may want to think about what's best for your career. You know, you probably don't have a lot lined up right now. If you feel like you can beat him, so be it. But with the style that you got, Ines, unless you can really pull this off, Adi Boom may actually beat you, bro, because people already know he snitched. Like, so what more can you say, like, in the battle? You know, but when you look at material versus material or performances versus performances, this could be close, or Adi Boom may end up beating you, you know, so it may not even be worth getting into the ring with him right now, you know, especially after everything that he's already been accused of doing. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Do you feel like Adi Boom needs to do an interview, or do you feel like he just needs to go back and eat some more cheese? You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments. I'm just playing, Adi BRASCO. You know what I'm saying? I know they call you, calling you names right now and saying instead of fighting with the battle rap community, you should have fought the case. It's that and the third. They playing with you, you know what I mean? Out here, they got all kind of nicknames for you. Ratty Boom, all this, you know what I'm saying? I see people calling you all these names. I know it don't feel nice not being able to comment on your Twitter and on your Instagram and go on different interviews and talk and, you know, have different things booked and this and that and the third. So, you know, I don't know what you're going to do, bro, but sitting back, not doing anything, just waiting for it to blow over, that may not be the best move. The best move for you may actually be to do an interview and explain this situation, because right now, Big K got you into a spot to where you had to wiretap your lawyer, and that made you look even worse. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe you'll end up figuring it out. But GOODZ, he's saying y'all cool. But y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.